Okay, so I'm making this video because I got a lot of comments and I just wanted to address some of them. So the method isn't just something you can learn really easy. You have to learn some basics first, like ZZ. So if you're not using ZZ, it's going to be kind of tough. Another thing is I came into this method with a background in ZBLL, so I could use other recognitions, and I already knew how to use different recognition styles. So I had a little stopgap between not knowing the method, some recognition stuff before I memorized all 72 blocks, and that's what I'm going to show you today. So you may have noticed 72 blocks is a lot of stuff to just learn right off the bat. Oh my god, I just got X cross with ZZ. It's so rare. Anyways, I'm going to show you some example solves, and I'm going to show you what I look for. I'm going to show you how to look for it in 3 different ways. So let's get started. So the first step is to get to F2L minus 1. And I will be using random state scrambles from TNT, same as T-Noodle. So from here, it's just you can learn the alg, or you can just figure out how stuff moves and learn the associated F2L alg that you already know. So in this case, all I did right then was I just did the F2L alg, and it happened to be OLL skip. By associating the moves you do for certain states in normal F2L, and just knowing how it affects orientation, you don't actually have to learn a bunch of algs. So when people ask me how many algs are in my method, I just tell them 100 something, including everything, because so many of the edge cases, this is the same scramble, so many of these same edge cases, you don't really have to learn anything new. So let's do that again. So I'm gonna make EO line, and then I am gonna get to F2L minus 1. So from here, this is actually a really well-known Winter variation case. These two are oriented this way, this is oriented this way. And this is my F2L piece, and you just forget about permutation. And this one's really easy because if you just think about it as do L prime, insert L, it's really, really simple. So for this case, you'll notice there are 72 cases, but each one of them has a very, very unique block pattern. And this is what I mean by block pattern. Do you see how there's a 2 by 3 by 1 block? This is the only one with this block pattern. And you can just memorize the blocks, but another thing you can do is, this is what I used to do to get started, is use ZBLL recognition for this. So these two are the same color, these are irrelevant. So these two are the same color, and these are the same color, and these are the same color. And that's what's called Baum Harris recognition, when you look at the colors of these edges in reference to this corner. The other way to do it is look at the edge cycle for when these two are the same. And obviously, if you line this up over the correct colors, you'll see that the edges are in correct place. So there's looking at the edge cycle, there's looking at just 4 stickers Baum Harris style, and then if you use my method for recognition, which is just arbitrarily looking at this corner and finding where red and white are, and they're right in front of us. That's Tran Style. So you can use ZBLL recognition to look at these cases too, and just arrange them by edge cycle, edge color, whatever have you. So this case, it's just an A perm with the first 2 moves cancel. So it's that was it. Because, well, not the first 2 moves, the first move and last move. So that was that case. Let's do another. Okay, so 2 edges misoriented, EO line, 3 moves, and then same as last time, get to F2L minus 1. So from here, it looks like an L case, except for this twisted, and that's pretty much all you need to know to recognize this. But for this one, I actually use an L. And then from here, the way I recognize this one is, you see how these are opposite colors? And these are also opposite colors. So I hold the cube like this, so that I never have to rotate, I just have to look at these two sides. So if I were to use PLL style recognition, I would know here's a block, a 1 by 1 by 2, here's a 1 by 1 by 2, and these are in the double opposite case. So this subset is double opposite because these are opposite colors, these are opposite colors, block, block, you know your case. It kind of looks like the n-perm, so you identify n-perm by there's 4 1 by 1 by 2 blocks. Now if I were to use another system, so let's say Baum Harris, these are the same color, this is an opposite color. And that's how you would recognize that case with Baum Harris. And if you were looking at edge cycle, then you'll see that this is a U-perm. So you can either memorize this as U-perm, double opposite, or same opposite using Baum Harris, or if you're using my method, 1 is placed, 2 is back here. So if you're using Tran Style, it's 1, 2. And this one, it's pretty simple. It's just a domino alg. And oh no, it wasn't. Oh, I messed up the bottom. If I did it correct, that would have been a domino alg. This is just a 3 cycle. So I'll do one more. But you should get the idea by now that you can look up all of these systems online, and from there you can use that as a stopgap to recognize cases. So one last one. Oh, that was the same scramble. Just a random hand scramble. Okay, so EO line, block, block, and here I am now. This one, it's simple to recognize, just the shape. Kind of looks like one of the OLLs. OLL skip. I'm going to undo that so that I get... Okay, so here. This is an F2LL. Nice and short. So for this case, you can either recognize it as a U-perm going this way. Like, do you see how it looks like a U-perm? This goes here, this goes here. But you can also recognize that as these two are the same colors, and these two are like adjacent colors. So this is what I call front bar, because if this was red, you would get a bar in the front, and if it was on a 2x2, you would see a bar in the front. So the way I recognize this is there's a block here. It looks like an R perm. So simple, just like that. Those are the different ways I recognize the last layer cases. So there's 4 ways to summarize. Learn the blocks just like PLL. Look at the edges, look at the edge cycle. Use Baum Harris system with the front 4 stickers. And there's Tran system, where you look at the colors of the front corner and find the corresponding stickers and assign them 1 and 2 arbitrarily, and you only have to look for those 2 stickers. And those are the 4 methods I used before I memorized, well, 3 methods I used before memorizing all the blocks. So good luck if you choose to learn my method, and honestly you should just stick with C5.